The government's been accused of taking a reckless gamble with its proposals to take control of adoptions away from local councils. The Local Government Association says the proposals will be extremely damaging to vulnerable children and has come up with alternative plans.
What we're calling upon government to do is their part. They promised that they would help to reduce that burden of bureaucracy. So the delays in the courts, which can in some cases be more than 2 years just to get through the adoption process, are swept away.
Joining me in the studio is Francesca Polini, a campaigner from Adopt a Better Way. Francesca, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in. You're no fan of the way that local authorities run adoption services, but you feel they're, in a sense, the best of a bad lot. Do I characterise what you think correctly?
Yeah, probably. I just don't think... I think that yet again the government is trying to implement measures that are not with the interests of the child at its heart, which is really what it should be all about. There's no doubt that there's massive improvements that need to happen at the local authority level, such as reducing bureaucracy, having the child interests at heart more, and just having a leaner process that would allow children to be adopted much more quickly, and promoting for parents to come forward more quickly and more often. But certainly taking that role away from the local authorities, who are the ones who have been doing this for forever and end, without really a strong plan to then delegate that to agencies that would probably suffer from being overburdened by the sheer amount of work. We haven't answered this question yet. This is going to be taken away from local governments. Yeah. Who gets the gig? Exactly. Exactly.
And what will their powers be?
Exactly. So what we feel at Adopt a Better Way is that until the government doesn't actually fix the issue of fragmentation, which this would actually increase fragmentation by adding even more players into the mix, and instead having an overall role that would oversee how adoption is actually implemented across the country, we're not really going to tackle the problem.
But one thing it might do is stop that situation where attitudes, behaviour, rules that are very different in one local authority, you'll have a bit more uniformity, and that will help some people deal with the adoption system.
Absolutely. It would if we did have an overall role, which we still don't have, and the new changes are still not introducing. So delegating to voluntary agencies, which no doubt are doing really well with a small number of children. We don't know how they would do with all of the children that will be taken away from the local authorities. Would just add an extra player without having that consistency at the top that is so needed.
OK, Francesca, good of you to come in. Thanks very much indeed, Francesca Polini from Adopt a Better Way. We're going to go back to Nottingham Crown Court. There's some early reports coming in of precise